Hello and welcome back to Blue Clouds Media. As usual, my name is Nate Zion and we are streaming live on YouTube. And I know you guys know the breaking news. The breaking news is right there. Graham Potter has departed Chelsea Football Club. It's no more with Chelsea Football Club. And I know it's not a surprise to lots of you guys. You already know it is a long time coming. And as usual, I'm here with COCOG and also Paige is joining us live on the platform. So welcome back to the stream, guys.
Hello, you alright, guys?
Yeah, I'm good.
What's going on, Paige? Can you hear me, Paige?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Alright.
You doing all right?
Yeah, not bad. I have lost my voice because of the game on Saturday, so if I sound a bit weird, just bear with.
Okay, I will. OG, welcome back to the stream, brother.
I'm clear, right? I'm clear.
Yeah, you're good now.
Nice.
Good now. All right, guys, let's get it going. Graham Potter has been sacked. We all had news yesterday, and I know a lot of you guys we're expecting this news to be even, the news should be coming around at least, what I said 3 weeks ago, not even yesterday. The news was supposed to be in 3-4 weeks ago, or even a month ago. Graham Potter did not help himself, and we can all tell that he's not the right manager. Because why am I saying this? If you look at the top teams, the top managers in the English Premier League, they all have a certain thing in common. They have the swag, they have personalities, and also they have all that rudeness that you should see from a manager. Why is Jurgen Klopp still keeping his job? Because he has proven before. With Liverpool, he has those track record, and also although when you see Klopp, you can see the kind of football that he plays, which is the heavy metal football. You can ask yourself, what kind of football does Graham Potter plays? We've seen him at Chelsea Football Club for quite some time now. I'll say 7 months now, and we can't tell what his style of play, what kind of style does he really employ into this football club. We can't tell. He's a manager that can have different kind of formation or different kind of tactics within one game. He can change his formation like 6-7 times within one game. He did that many times at Brighton before Chelsea brought him on. So he's not really a manager that has one style of play. When you bring in a man like Jose Mourinho, we know Jose Mourinho has that kind of an old-fashioned style of play, which we already know. He will pack the bars. He has maybe a 4-4-2 kind of a formation, but we cannot tell from Graham Potter. And I know the news has already been. Let me take what Paige has to say in regards to Potter. And in the game, she was at the game on Saturday. Paige, take us through what you saw in the game on Saturday.
So Saturday's game was probably the most frustrating game I've ever watched. Just being there, the atmosphere, it was just chaotic. It was 1 minute, we're all uniting, we're all chanting. The next minute, we're all getting frustrated, we're all getting angry. And you could even see it on the players. You could see they were trying so hard, to even just get a goal. And it just didn't work out. And I think Potter now being sacked, I think there's your answer. For me personally, I think it needed to happen. It was just we weren't getting anywhere, and you can't blame just the coach. It's a team thing, but clearly it's just not been working, and we need something new. We need a different pathway to be able to create succession, which we will make hopefully. But yeah, that's my opinion in initial stance.
So from what you just said, you were not surprised the news came yesterday.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. After that last on Saturday, sub-wise, I think subs should have been made earlier. The positioning, the formation, it worked to an extent. However, it didn't. For me, it was just like, why was Reece James playing centre back? Why was he not pressing forward instead of Loftus-Cheek doing it? Which for me, I didn't see that working. Ben Chilwell getting frustrated because he wasn't being given the ball. Enzo was the same. It was just a nightmare.
Thank you very much. Paige can tell that he was playing players out of position, so why not? Why not? OG, welcome back to the stream, Steven.
You right, guys?
Yeah, we're doing all right. Welcome to the stream.
Yo, big up everyone, man.
OG, I don't have much time with OG, so I'm gonna ask.
Yeah, I'm not high energy today, man. I got a bit of a headache. Been doing a lot of a run around today, man. One of those long work days.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, as I said, honestly, I've been asking people if you had a time machine, when would you have sacked Potter? And everyone gave me the wrong answer. So I went back in time before we even hired him and said, "You're not coming to this club." Honestly, and that Reece James thing, everyone knows not to place Reece James central. Even he'll tell him that. I'm not going to go into him because some people try to say the players, they missed all his chances. Honestly, after the third chance that Shav went in, I said, "Oh no, they're doing it in purpose. They're doing this in purpose."
Missing those chances.
Yeah,
we're going to miss chances just to get far out. Because I'm like, they're trying so hard. How come they're just not getting that final? I'm like, nah, Mudryk missed that on purpose, man. I've seen his training videos. I know it ain't training, but like that was like something a little kid would do, just a straight pass to the goalkeeper shot. So I just, it's either that or he's honestly cursed. Like, and we don't really like to believe in curse. We're men of science to a degree, but boy, man, since I don't know, I even think like who is the best English manager? Eddie Howe. Eddie Howe's probably by far the best English manager, and even he can't win anything. So I don't know, man. I'm happy he's out. Took too long.
I still believe that Potter's appointment at Chelsea manager was all the hype from the English media because they've seen Gary Southgate. It's English manager. Now we have Eddie. Is it Eddie Howe or Eddie? One of them. Eddie Howe. I get confused with the promoter and then the manager. I get confused with those two.
Eddie Hearn's the boxing promoter.
Yeah, the boxing promoter. So I get confused sometimes. So yeah, the one at Newcastle United, they're trying to push all the managers out there, but I think that Graham Potter is not ready yet. He doesn't have that kind of minerals. I say minerals.
It wasn't organic. It wasn't organic.
Yeah.
Eddie Howe at least is organic. It happened
right.
Like they brought. He was there. We tried to force it. Like we tried to make a banging Hollywood movie, and it ended up being one of the worst movies all time. But it cost 600 million to make. That's the type of thing that we try to push.
All right. Hey, who do I see here? Stav is here. I'm gonna give Stav a platform today. Stav, if you're ready, come and defend your man, Graham Potter. He's been sacked. I know you heard it. If you're there, I'll send a link in there. If you feel like joining us to defend Graham Potter, I'll give you the platform. But then let's tone down. I don't want anyone to call anyone clown or whatever on the platform. Staff has defended the club, has defended Graham Potter from beginning to now. I want him to come over again and tell us if Potter was still the man, if Potter should still be there, if he deserved to still be the Chelsea manager. Let me talk to Steven real quick. Steven, you were there at the grounds. What went wrong? And why do you think Potter is being sacked? Guys, do not forget, I'll come back to the messages real quick, the comments, and then read them as they come in. So I'll pin the link, and I'm going to give you guys an early chance today to hop in if you have a chance. Come and spend some time with us. 2-3 minutes, you're fine. Scala United also, same to you. Steven, take over.
Yeah. One thing I will say is I'm not going to get on to him on the whole playing Reece at centre-back thing, because we've seen Tuchel do it, and we know that he left the England camp because he was worried about his hamstring ongoing issue. So I won't get on to him on that. The subs, now we're having a different conversation. That didn't make sense to me. And from what we've been hearing, Chalobah was in the lineup as part of the back three on the Friday, the day before the game, and then he didn't play. So that's unusual. That doesn't make sense. He was on the bench, so it's not like he was ill. So
Okay.
I don't get why he was dropped. Pager, no, this as well. I don't know whether it was heard through TV or not. But Chelsea's first sub interval, the one where Kante came on,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
all you could hear was, "You don't know what you're doing."
That was the Villa fans, I think. I didn't hear
No,
it from...
I know there was some. I know there was definitely some Chelsea fans involved in
Oh,
that.
really? No, I didn't hear that.
Yeah. Yeah, because you
Wow.
were in the west, right? But you were closer to the shed, right?
Steven, will you have... All right, go ahead, Paige.
No, so I was Westview, the right-hand side by the shed on the first half, and then
Okay.
the second half I swapped to the other side. I prefer to watch the attacking end. So I heard it a little bit, to be fair, but I thought it was just Villa. So Chelsea
No,
fans
I
thinking
think
that
there was
as well.
definitely some Chelsea lot in there as well.
Okay.
I know there was definitely a couple near me that was doing it. I heard a few near me as well.
OG,
but then you
would
had
you have...
just
Bloody
quickly,
hell.
you had
All right,
you
Steven,
had on top of that, when there was the sacked in the morning bit, it sounded a bit like Matthew Harden might have been getting on that as well, very faintly.
Sacked in the morning.
Yeah.
That's the best chant, mate.
I heard that one.
He was sacked in the
We
afternoon.
weren't singing
Didn't quite come true.
After tea time.
Okay, guys, let me drop that. I got some more stuff. So OG will not stay long with us. He's got just half an hour with us here.
Yeah, sorry, man.
Today.
I'm trying to
get more. I'm trying to get more of his opinion before he leaves us. We got only 30 minutes with him. OG, will you have any sympathy with Graham Potter leaving the football club at this moment in time?
Well, not really, man. Just the fact that he's getting paid so much, that's almost paying for his emotional damage, if any is caused.
10 million. He's walking away with 10 million.
I mean, hopefully he gets a job soon, but it came out today that he's not considering going to Leicester. Therefore, we're going to have to pay him out a long while. I mean, you hear Alan Pardry just stopped getting paid last year by Newcastle. There's crazy rumor. And okay, he could easily be on that long payment tier list. However, he's still collaborating with us. He's not completely gone yet. And we got, I think, one of his members left. Only one of them left with him. So that means we've still got two more of his members there. One, that Swedish fella, I forgot his name. But he's actually supposed to be decent, so we'll give him a chance.
Hansburg, right?
If you can pronounce it well, bless you, brother. He might stay. He should stay, I think. But Vival, do your magic. Just start filling in the backroom board. Don't let Todd Bowley or Igbali pick anyone. I don't want them to be involved. I wish they took a laissez-faire approach and just step back and let the professionals do what they're supposed to do. Someone made a joke saying, for the amount of money we got Potter in for, and that we could have brought Declan Rice.
Oh no!
Oh god!
So I'm like, good riddance. I can't wait till the collaboration's over. I'm a bit pissed that this manager Bruno said, he was giving his props to Potter a lot, and everyone's kind of everyone's cussing him online now. He's soft, or he ain't got the minerals. He's this and that. I mean, we've done well with Inter managers, so let's give him a little bit of a chance. And maybe
at the same time, Potter brought him to us, so he's got to be thankful for that.
Yeah.
All right, this was being put up.
Oh, that's the guy you're on about.
Earlier on today,
right? Yep.
this was being put up earlier on today. Chelsea feel they are much better placed now to identify the right man. They were in better form. I mean, better way than they were in September. Sky Sports News chief reporter they put this up. It says that they feel like now they got proper structure at the club. They got two sporting director, Lawrence Stewart, and then also Paul. What's his name? Westonley? Is it Westonley?
Wesley,
Yeah. They're going to lead the search
Number
for a
2.
new manager. They want to make sure they're going through. I mean, they feel that they're in a better way of appointing a new manager, but then it will come with time. But they have to get it done on time right now, this moment. So we've talked about before OG. Before you go, I know there's not much time for you. We got more. I think 15 more minutes. Who would be your preferred choice, or do you think it would be the preferred choice for Chelsea Football Club at this moment? There have
I'll only
been
go for a
lots of
manager.
managers being linked.
Yeah.
Many of
I'll
them
only go
being linked
for
to the football club.
I'll take a casuals approach, which is take a manager that's actually a known quantity. You know, a lot of people I bump into, some of them, especially the younger, they might not know Nagelsmann. You know, they might have, oh yeah, I think I've heard of him. And I want someone, I know it's just a very casual football approach, but just the top 10 manager, and Luis Enrique is one of them. Nagelsmann is obviously not. He's one of the top 10 project managers. You know, if it's up to me, I would just hold out for the interim manager until I'll see if Klopp gets sacked. If Klopp, Jurgen Klopp will be the best thing, because he's got 7 years of magic at every club. You know, so yeah.
I know you're watching that. You seen that?
Yeah. So I mean, obviously it's a joke, man, but it was more than halfway there, even with the lower payoff. And it's not going to be as low as a payoff as you think, because he would have to take a job within the next year for it to be very, very minute. He's not taking that Leicester job. He just rejected it today, apparently. So yeah, and you know what's funny? He just said the two names. I haven't read it, but remember Cucurella and Reece James were with Potter on the day that the women's qualified for the Champions League.
Yeah.
I was just thinking now, like maybe Potter like really does care about Chelsea. He's there with the players and. Just wasn't meant to be. I don't want to say he tried. Some people are trying to say he wanted to get sacked. That's nonsense. Like, he obviously wants to become a legendary manager and win it all, but it just wasn't meant to be, man. It wasn't meant to be for David Moyes as well. You know what I'm saying? If he's lucky, he'll end up at a mid-team.
How's he still in the job?
Who?
How's David Moyes still in the job, man? I thought he was getting sacked like 2 months ago.
No,
I thought he'll be next as well, but then Brendan Rodgers came out, and then now Potter.
And then Potter.
Yeah, I mean, this is probably if David Moyes goes, this will be the year with the most sacked managers. You know,
it already is.
Yeah, already is. There you go. I mean, we'll make a record.
Two managers in one day.
That's another. That sounds like a joke.
Yeah, 2 managers in one day. I know Potter's departure was not a surprise to me. I know it's been a long time coming, but it's very bad. If you look at his record at Chelsea Football Club, it's very, very bad. And the amount of games that he's played, and then the winning ratio is not good for Graham Potter, a manager that is trying to put himself there as the elite manager. 22 games, 7 wins, 7 draws, not good. 8 defeats, so he lost more games than he won, and also goals conceded, 21 goals conceded, just like number of goals that he scored, and also big games that he could win or he could score were 9 of them. Games failed to score. So in 9 games, he did not score in 9 games. So this winning ratio statistics is not good for Graham Potter to be at an elite football club. It's not good. It's not good at all. Let go back to Paige. Paige, anything more you want to top up to Potter's departure before I get into the comments?
For me, I was never Pottering, so seeing him leave is good to see for me, really. But all I'll say is, what's next is just, what's next is going to take time again. Because it always does when we get a new manager. It takes time for them to fit in. And obviously with our community, with our Chelsea fan pages, it's just going to be chaotic again, I reckon. If we lose tomorrow, it's just going to keep going. So we just got to keep positive.
It's got to be interesting tomorrow, though, because Bruno Salta, he went straight from being Brighton captain into coaching in 2019. Then
Yeah.
3 and a bit years later, he's come to Chelsea with Potter, and then 7 months after that, he's now our interim manager. He's never managed a game.
No.
That's crazy.
I don't
That's
know. I
crazy.
want to say his opinion, but they won't give it.
Huh?
All right.
She,
So, if I should ask you again, if you're looking for another manager, what kind of a characteristic are you looking for from a new manager? Page. What kind of characteristics are you looking for? Are you looking for the one that Jurgen Klopp have? Are you looking for the style that Arteta have? Or are you looking for the style of Pep Guardiola has? Which of the characters are you looking for from a new Chelsea manager to have?
I guess you can't really compare managers because every manager's different. Every manager has their own different style. I think we need a manager that is able, one, to be able to deal with a big squad like we have and to be able to cater for all our players, as well as putting out a squad that we
That is
know
ruthless. A manager who's more ruthless.
we just need to see. I don't know how to put it really. We just need to see a manager just kind of knows how to work with the players we've got. If you get what I mean, it's just one of them. It's not Chelsea. We need to see Chelsea again.
All right,
yeah,
so we need
first
to
thing
see
we need
Chelsea again.
is a manager that's older
Yeah,
than
go ahead.
Thiago Silva. Like first thing first. I don't
Yeah.
think I don't think I want someone that's that young. Like, I also don't want anyone that has a school project mentality. I mean, most of the managers we had was like military. I mean, like Jose Mourinho is like a normal, strict military sergeant, and Simeone obviously is on the extreme end, like
Right.
But Jurgen Klopp is like a quirky general. He loves that heavy metal, that style. He likes to shout. He does like to be. He does like an anime almost on the flipping sidelines. And if you see, I think it was All or Nothing. He's actually good in the back room as well when he talks to players.
Yeah.
And obviously he gets them firing off as well. I just don't want to see anyone that's soft at all or has a soft approach whatsoever.
Yes. Now, Steven.
Is this about who I would take because of the manager?
And what do you want to see from a manager?
He's gonna say John Terry.
Who are you gonna take? What
No,
kind of
no,
a
no.
personalities
I
are
ain't
you?
taking Terry, man. I said I would take him in the first team staff though.
Yeah, and the staff, yeah.
I think I said that from day one of having Potter.
All right.
John Terry knows the club. We know what he's like. We know that if anyone messes up, he's gonna give what needs to be done, basically. So I would definitely have him on the staff. I was not sure on Nagelsmann, and then I started to read more on him. I saw he used kind of like a 3-4-3, 3-5-2 type thing at Hoffenheim. Then kind of similar when he was Leipzig, and then once Werner left, he moved more towards a 4-2-3-1.
Yeah, I've seen
Bayern, he used a 4-2-3-1 as well, so he can use a 4 or a 3, which helps. But he's come out and said position number 6, spoke about goalkeeper, spoke about striker, the 3 things we need in the summer.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think I'm not sure if I would want him as the number 1 choice, but I'm more open to it now than what I was. I've looked more into it, and I've got a better understanding of what he's like and stuff.
All right, thank you very much, Steven. We still got I think
I
7
feel
more
like,
minutes.
I just feel like we're just so desperate now, man. When you see these polls online, they're all scattered. Some people 50% Nagelsmann, some people 50% Enrique, some people like return one of the.
I don't want Enrique. I'll say that much.
Yeah.
See, I'm like,
why, Steven? Why don't you want Enrique? You said the same thing with Nagelsmann. Why?
Yeah, no, but Enrique, right? You look at the World Cup. He had a striker. He started him in one game. Every other game, except from the one game he didn't play in where they should have won, they struggled.
Like, they would never gonna beat Morocco, mate.
But Steven, I told you this: the World Cup game is different from the league game. The World Cup, it's one game and it's different. You can be pragmatic to win it because there's no really. the style of playing the World Cup is way different from playing the league. Look at Pep Guardiola, how his team is playing at this moment. Without a recognized striker, you can tell that they have players that can score goal. It's like the goals is being spread around with almost about 5-6 players that can score goal, even when Haaland is not there. That's what you have to look at. But if you look at the World Cup and judge Enrique based on the World Cup, I think sometimes I feel like you're being a little bit too harsh on Enrique because Morata himself is not that kind of a striker that you should put that much of hope in him because he can blow hot and cold sometimes.
Right? You say that about Morata. You say that about Morata, yet every game they scored, I'm pretty sure Morata scored in, and he only started one of the games. He will come off the bench and he scored for him. He had him there, he didn't use him, and they struggled.
But Potter has.
But then you could make the argument. But you could make the argument in terms of, say, Barcelona, right? You got Messi, Suarez, Neymar. You should be performing well there. That's like PSG. They should be doing better than what they are in the league. They are, I think, only 6 points clear now. But they've got Neymar. Well, Neymar's out rest of the season now. Mbappe and Messi.
But Steven, Potter has Aubameyang on the bench. He did not use him.
Okay, and Aubameyang came on and he didn't look like he was ever putting in effort. So
well, what do you expect him? You kept him on the bench for 4 or 5 games. He's rusty. He can't just come on and then be banging in goals. He's rusty. He has no confidence.
It would be nice if he would actually challenge for the ball.
That has cost him his job.
The amount of times the ball would come towards him and he wouldn't even attempt to challenge for it. He'll literally stand there. Is so ridiculously high.
Yeah, we got no strikers, to be honest. I don't rate Aubameyang or Broja or anyone like that as, to start scoring goals and save us.
To be honest, the thing is, right, one thing I will say is, at least when we saw Datro, he actually looked like he wanted to fight and actually be on the pitch.
To Broja?
No, Datro. Datro for
Fofana. I mean, he's injured right now, so that's just another Chelsea curse.
I don't know if he was on the weekend or not, but I know that other than that, he's been.
One thing I realised, if a player is injured and he's meant to come back on the date is X, they always push that to another date. Before we will do that, and that's why he got re-injured. Now, we never bring a player back early. I think we just learned, we can't be having these crazy injuries. Kante was on the bench. Kante could have been on the bench 3 games ago. He was on the bench 1 game ago, didn't come on. He came on the other day to somehow bring it up. I mean, JM would be nice. Jose Mourinho III even sounds cool, but I don't think that'll happen. The only people I see that don't really want Jose Mourinho, I swear it's all the younger fans. All the fans are under 24, 20. The ones that don't remember him coming in the first time, don't remember him coming the second time. So, someone that's been, honestly, I rate Ranieri. I even rate Ranieri. I knew back then Ranieri is a good manager, and he got lucky because he got Abramovich, but it didn't work out. And then he came back, won the league. I'll even take him now. I know he's a bit of an old hobbit, but honestly, if it was up to me, I'll just go for an interim manager, and in the summer we open this kind of ones properly. Let's see who else is available. But for now, let's just interim this guy, and John Terry and the backroom staff maybe helps.
OG, I don't even think that Ranieri was even supposed to be sacked by Abramovich because he qualified the team. I think it was either quarterfinals or semifinals at that time when he was being fired. Ranieri got fired when he qualified he was playing very, very well with the team, but then he just wanted to change things up. He qualified the team to quarterfinals in the Champions League. Semifinals. And he was being fired. So Ranieri I even made a content I haven't uploaded yet. But then I think that, it wasn't fair for Abramovich to fire Claudio Ranieri. But then, we can have him back. We can have Ranieri back.
I wouldn't even mind. I'll take anyone. Just not as long as it's, honestly, I just don't want.
I'm looking for reputation. Project. Looking for a coach that is much more calm. He has a ruthless in him, and also has a style of play. I didn't see that style of play in Harry Potter. So if I have someone else that have a style of play, I'll take it over any of those managers. Well, let me see. I think we get 1 more minute for OG. OG will spend a little bit of minutes with us here. Phantom of Minute Top say hit the like button. Breaking news: Phantom comes back to Chelsea immediately if we get Conte or Mourinho back at Stamford Bridge. Yes, staff. I said we.
Conte ain't coming back, man.
No.
Conte
Conte's
or
taking a
Mourinho?
break
Yeah,
in
Conte
life
is
in
back to
general. He's taking a
No.
break from life.
Bro,
He's
how
got
much
money.
has he got paid in like severance pay, man? This guy.
yeah, Conte
A
is a
lot.
smart guy, man.
Well, I see
Conte
a
is a
joke
smart
about
guy.
it where Mourinho's telling him,
Yeah, I
they
don't know
pay
what
you
you're
to
on
come
about, innit?
Tottenham. You know which
They
one,
pay you
yeah.
to come Tottenham,
Yeah,
just
Mourinho.
not win
You
anything,
know,
basically.
He
Conte is
doesn't
a
win
smart
anything.
guy.
And then they
Conte
pay
or
to sack
Mourinho are
you.
not likely to be appointed. The new manager, the I think a betting of reducing on Julian Nagelsmann at this moment. So it's coming from Blue Blood, and also
Just trust
GM
me,
Jose
don't look at
Mourinho
odds.
would be nice. Okay. Big up to you, Tony. Tony
Big up,
Nisa,
Tony,
big up,
man.
folks. UTC. Is he up there as the worst Chelsea manager of all time?
He's
He
above
is.
that.
He
He's
is.
competing for the worst
He's up there.
manager in Premier League history for a top flight team, full stop.
Mm.
Honestly, a top 8 team. Like, I've never heard of a manager that had this more losses than wins in such a short amount of time.
Big up to you coming from Escala United. Big up to you, brother. I hope you're doing very well.
Big up, man.
Phantom of Benetop said, "Where is Stavi? Stavi is there, but he doesn't have any interest in our conversation." That's what he said, and
Yeah,
I
well,
don't
look, I'm
really
gonna
care.
cut off anyway. If Stavy wants to
Yeah,
jump on, be my
yeah.
guest, come here,
No,
land your so-called
Stav said
minerals.
he's not jumping on, so I'm not going to force him to jump on.
Nah, don't
I'm
force
not.
him.
What?
I
Why
swear he
is he
should come
not
on Nick's channel
here
as
to
well.
defend? Yeah, it's just
I mean,
Phantom. So why is he not here to defend his Grammy? All right. OG, thank you very much, bro.
Take care, man. I'll talk to you guys in the
Yeah.
group, and next time I'll do a
Sure.
proper hour or two, man. Just I've got
Yeah,
I'm
no
just
problem. No
everywhere
problem.
today, man. So sorry, brother.
Yeah. Take care, OG.
Take care, guys, man. Take care. Peace out, Paige. Take care, Steph.
bye.
All right, OG will just drop off. Thank you very much, OG, for coming in. I have a lot to I have more time for Paige and then Steven over here. They have a lot to say, so guys,
Me,
do not
just
worry.
quick, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
So I saw this earlier. I sent it in a group, right? It turns out
Okay.
the guy actually joined in January, but he's only just been seen in one of the videos by the club, right? So, former Wolves head of sports science Tom Farrow joined Chelsea as a physical performance coach.
Yeah.
In June 21, he was appointed head of sports science at Wolves as part of a major restructure of the department. However, following arrival of Lopetegui as manager last November, he lost his job. And then there was like a video or something that Chelsea must have put up, and he's been seen in that working in a gym with him. In a video that Chelsea released on their social media channels. Prior to joining Wolves, he spent almost 5 years at as a strength and conditioning coach with the England Rugby Sevens. If you look at a picture, he looks like John Joe Shelby, and therefore, I don't know what fans it was that sung it at John Joe Shelby about Voldemort, but yeah, basically, you get the point.
Yeah, go ahead, Steven.
Yeah, no, I'm just like, I don't know who this guy is, but I wonder if, given he's a physical performance coach, I wonder if he had anything to do with maybe trying to hold off some returns to try and help people's fitness and like strengthening a bit more before they came back.
Yeah. Before I get into more of the comments, let me see what I have here real quick before. Okay. We have some more information on the women's game. As we all know, the women won yesterday. So yeah, Paige is here to take us through some of these news on the women's game. And also, whilst we're here, I'm still gonna go through the comments as we have here. Big up to you, Scala United. Then Scala said, "Ole at the bridge, make it happen." Todd, no, hell no, we don't want the Ole.
Oh, heck no, man.
No, we don't want Ole. Ole, just stay at where you are at this moment. Thank you. A new start tomorrow, almost setting. Now, Klopp will be talking to his nephew, Mason Mount, tomorrow on the pitch. Hope. Nagelsmann announcement. Bingo. When's Nagelsmann gonna be announced? I don't know. But then for now, they will take their time to find the right manager. I think they will get a manager announced before we play Real Madrid, in my opinion, from what I'm reading. And also, staff said at Phantom, it's Stavi. 2x. Why don't push it? Push it. All
Two
right.
times. Why don't?
Yeah.
What? Oh,
Why
okay, I
don't you
think I
push
get
the?
what you're
Yeah,
saying.
he has something else over there, which I don't want to say it.
Yeah. No, I
I
wasn't
thought.
going to say that bit. I was just trying to see the other bit. That's all.
Well, big up to you, Amos. I hope you're doing very well. So I thought some said they would not sack Graham Potter until end of the season. Yes, yes, they did. But then it's getting worse and worse and worse. It's not getting any good. Oh, my camera. Oh, it's not getting any good. Scholar, if you're trying to get in, you can still go ahead. You can still try and get in there. So yeah, Amos, they did. They said it was a project manager, but then a project manager, and from where the football club position is at the league log, it's not good. It's not good. His performance is not changing. It's not getting better. But then 7 months already at the football club, and 7 months. If you talk about 22 games being played and 7 wins, 7 draws, or whatever, it's not good for Graham Potter and the football club. So they have to part away on the mutual understanding. So Amos, that is what is. If he's doing well, if he's keeping his position close to about 5th or 6th, yeah, we could say that okay, there is hope for Graham Potter to be at the football club next season, but it's not looking that way. So we have Herbert. Welcome to the stream.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you
We
now.
can hear you.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
man,
so
wake up
there.
to you guys.
Good.
Yeah,
Nice.
no, I was just listening to you guys about Potter sacking. Some would say
Okay.
it's like 2 months too late, but he's gone now. Now you guys have some important games coming up. Obviously, I don't think anyone believes from your fan base that you can qualify for Champions League, but you can finish as high as possible. I think that should be your aim, and try to go deep into the Champions League.
Yeah.
But I don't know like who you are going to appoint. Whether you are going to continue with the interim manager for the next 10 games plus the Champions League games. I'll be honest. I watched this guy's press conference. Is it Bruno Saltier?
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's
Bruno
his name,
Bruno
right?
Saltier.
Salter. He was
Yeah, I
also
watched his.
captain for
Yeah.
them when he was a player.
Okay. Oh, okay. So I watched this press conference. I'll be honest. I wasn't inspired. I think he was just for like doing
I
his
was.
formality, just trying to
Mhm.
answer the questions. So
The
I think you
questions were
need
not even
to.
well answered.
Yeah, I don't think he has any kind of experience of facing the media. I don't think he has even managed any game at any level. So, he's a number two for a reason, I guess. So, I think you need to get a manager in. Notoriously, you guys do well in the Champions League when your league form is crap. So, I was just looking at your options, and Nagelsmann and Enrique are the likely one. I don't know if you. I think Nagelsmann is more likely, in my opinion, because I
Yeah.
think Enrique he has already expressed his wish to come to the Premier League, but he is looking for a long-term project. He is like Ten Hag. He wants like that kind of environment. That's why we got Ten Hag because we are looking to build with him. Historically, Chelsea has never been a project club. It's all about instant success. That's why you have got 15 managers in the last 20 years and 19 trophies in 21 years, being the most successful club in that time. So I think it's going to be Nagelsmann. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that's where the odds are going to. Is all they are in favor of Nagelsmann. He's highly linked with the football club at this moment. I've also read somewhere that the club has made an approach to bring in Nagelsmann, but I haven't heard any other response from Nagelsmann's camp. But if there any updates, yeah, we'll get it. We'll get it. We'll get the updates if we're still live. Before I come back to Paige, I know Paige is ready. Steven's also ready. I have more questions for Herbert as a neutral fan. So, but before I get back to all of you, let me read a few of these comments as I have a lot over here. This is coming from a staff says Mount is close to signing a new deal. Oh yes, new deal at Chelsea. I hope if he does it, I'll be very very happy because I love Mount. And I'll be happy if he stays at the football club, not to move away. I don't think you have many options as what PPL are making out to be. It's only Nagelsmann. Coming from Herbert Scala United, Potter gone,
Potter gone
Patty.
party.
Yeah. Coming from Phantom of Mini Topic. Thank you very much. Gunnar, big up to you, Gunnar. He says Grant Potter gone, Mason Mount next. That is coming from Gunnar. And we have here Tony said that Mount signing will be great news. Mount signing will be a great news. Yes, Mount signing will be a great news. This is coming from
Nee,
Ryan.
just
Who is
quickly,
reporting
Ryan.
that? Who said
there's
that Mount is
pictures or
signing?
Go on.
I'm saying like who is reporting that Mount is signing a new contract? Like, isn't he on like
I'm
like
Oh,
he's
not sure
wanting
where.
some?
Everything
Is there
I'm
any
aware
verified
of is
source?
they're on holds until the summer, so we can focus on the season.
Okay.
But
Steven, go ahead.
Chelsea put up a video or some pictures, and it looks like Fofana was in full team training. So there's something there. Hopefully that he'll be ready.
All right,
For
I'll say
tomorrow, I
that.
hope.
I'll say that. I'm very scared these days trying to bring videos up on Twitter because
No,
no.
it'd just be. I think someone put up a picture from the video.
Okay,
Um,
then I can show that on the screen. I'll
I'll
move
try and
on.
find it one sec.
Okay. All right. So Ryan, I think Ryan Place said us at the shed and was signing you was okay. So was singing. You don't know what you are doing. That's coming from Ryan Place. Ryan, were you there? Were you at the game? If you're at the game, I like that. I like that. Also, Phantom of many topics to give Bruno a chance to end this job. Yeah, the chance is given to him as a caretaker. What can you do? That's the most important thing. Tony said, "Happy trolling, Phantom," and also we have here Nagelsmann is just another Potter. He doesn't dazzle me. Changes system all the time. Just like Potter, Chelsea should be in for Enrique. No one else in the lead. Okay, yes, this is what I've been saying. Another thing that went against Graham Potter is the amount of time, how much he changes the system in one game, and also making sure he does 5 changes every time, 4 5 changes in every game. How do you keep consistency? How do you keep consistency? 5 players, 4 changes all the time. Some of the changes that he does doesn't even make sense. It doesn't add up. It doesn't add up. So another thing that we have to look at to Nagelsmann, also another problem. We have to look into that. Now, thank you very much, Gunnar, for that comment. Staff said I have no interest in conversing further. Tuchel played both Cucurella and James at right back, right center back. In fact, Tuchel said it's Reece best position. I have never booed anyone at a game. That's coming from our staff. Okay. Nagelsmann only accomplishment to me was make Timo Werner score 29 goals in one season. All right, so coming from staff, not okay. We have another one here. Why only 30 minutes? Because he has to, they're fasting. He has other things he has to do. First of all, how are you? Tell me your opinion on the current situation. That is a question coming from Patrick to Staff. So, Staff, if you have any answer for Patrick, please, you can drop it. Drop your 20 cents, and then Patrick will be happy to hear from you. Patrick, I think Julian Nagelsmann is the on favorite to get the job. Coming from Phantom of Media Topic, Declan Rice to Chelsea means I return to CFC fandom on the spot. Coming from
we're on this again.
Yeah. Seems to be I don't like Bruno as the interim. I would much prefer Aspi, Lampard, or Terry to be the caretaker.
I mean, Aspi's still playing. Terry's
Yeah,
already said he's not interested in being a manager. He's not doing that anymore.
Okay.
And
OG, how would you?
out of the job, so.
Okay, I think I've read that one off. OG did answer the name. Phantom of Many Topics said player, coach Aspi, and also why I would say Silva as well, but we need him on the pitch.
We had
okay,
Violi do it.
Legend of John Terry can be the one to bring us the Premier League winning coming from Phantom of Many Topic.
Yeah, he's already
said
said
if you are listening to Sky Sports, Sovaski, I think Sovaska, I'm sure that's the name. You need a better source.
Soroho, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Oh my
All
god!
right.
Sky have literally just put up a picture of all the managers that have been sacked this season.
All right, staff. Thank you. I need a better source. I will find a better source. Thank you very much for that. Okay, but the people also tell you Sky Sports will also work for fake news all the time, just like you've told me. So if you're getting news from Sky Sports, I'm not telling you your news is fake, but then people are saying it. People are saying it. So I'm not going to tell you you're listening to fake news, just like you've told me before. I'm spreading fake news, and also I need a better source. I have a lot of better source, and I go deeply to get my source, and I know where they're coming from. I don't get my source from one place, Sky Sports. No, I do get my source of news from so many places, and I do research before coming out here. And I know you may know better than me. You may know better than me, but I'm not claiming I know everything. I won't claim that. No, I won't claim that. My head cannot. I can have everything, all the news. I'm not Wikipedia. I'm just a human being, and I can say something right now within the next one minute. I can forget what I say. So I'm just human. So yeah, I won't claim. I'm not like you that knows everything. I don't know everything. All right. So just by the way, now Terry just as in interim coming from Patrick Steven. Let's go to Paige. Paige, you there? I'll come back to the comments again. Paige, are you there? Can you hear me? Big up to you, Snoopy G, bro. Big up to you. Then we have Danny Boy. Big up to you, Danny Boy, Mr. Patrick, and then everyone that is there. I know I'm way far behind the comments, but then probably Paige is muted for a second. All right. What's going on? Paige, can you hear me? Oh, I think yeah. All right. So this is coming from Patrick. Phantom of Many Topics said, if Club leaves Liverpool, we need to get him. Club is going nowhere at this moment. Snoopy G, big up to you. Big up to you, Snoopy G, bro. Terry has no intention of being head coach coming from Stav. Yes, we've said that many times over here.
I can find that exact quote if you want. I've already got it up.
Yeah, if you have. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I've already got it.
Yeah, I have Herbert. Herbert is back. And I'm sure Paige, you also trying to connect back. Staff, what's your thoughts on the Villa game? Staff, what's your thoughts on the Villa game? If you have any thoughts, you can drop it, Staff. Potter getting sacked coming from Patrick. Give Bruno a chance to end the job, especially if Bruno wins UCL.
I've already seen a lot of people saying, remember the last time we had a ball into him? Is like, oh, don't start this, please.
Is it has to do with Di Matteo?
Yeah.
Di Matteo, who knew nothing. If Drogba and other professional players said Di Matteo's style
has been a manager before.
Yeah, Di Matteo's style of coaching there was nothing in it. It's just like, guys, let's go play together. 5 aside, 5 here. Let's put two and two together.
Di Matteo had been a manager at clubs before, whereas Bruno Salta's never been a manager for a single game.
Was he a manager before he took over Chelsea?
Who? Di Matteo?
Di Matteo.
Yeah,
because he became a manager after he left Chelsea.
No, he'd already had 1 or 2 manager jobs before that.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, Bruno Salta hasn't got anything at all. So, Tony said that unless
Bruno
something has happened,
straight from retirement into what's it called? Straight from retirement into becoming a coach.
Okay. That's thank you very much, Bruno. It's positive coming from Tony. Patrick, the Villa game is history. Focus on Bruno's strategy versus Liverpool. Can Bruno put up a magic? Bruno knows these players better than anyone we can bring in at this moment. It is true. Well, what I'm saying is, was Bruno not there when Potter was there? That's the question I was asking. Was he not there when Potter was there? So what difference is he going to do?
To Chelsea.
Yeah, what different is he going to do from Potter? What different? What's going to be the difference from what his style of play? Is it going to be different from what Potter? Because he was learning from Potter.
We don't know, because he'll have his own ideas, because he'll have ideas from when he was a player that he might liked, that he might use and stuff like that. We never know. Although he's an interim, so he might players what they think is best for them and then work around that. You never know. That's what quite a few interims do.
All right, I'm gonna ask the same question to Herbert also. Let me catch up real quick.
Matteo, right? He was manager at MK Dons for 52 games.
Oh, that's
West
a big club
Brom for 83 games.
MK Dons, West Brom,
for Villas-Boas for 40. And then he went into caretaker manager at Chelsea for 21 games. Permanent manager for 21 games. Then got sacked, went Schalke for 33 games and Villa for 12.
Yeah, I remember Schalke at Germany.
Who's that? He's an advisor to a team in, I think that's in Japan. Yeah, definitely.
Oh,
but I'm not going to try and say it.
All right, Phantom of many topics and a special one characteristic. Jose Mourinho, the legend, only Chelsea MG manager to win it all twice for us. He's talking about Jose Mourinho. The is it the canteen lady probably knows them. Them should hear. We should we hear. Should we should we hire her as an assistant? That's what I think Tony is trying to say. Patrick said I'd prefer Aspi manager manage the Liverpool game. Aspi who wants to play. I'm sure he's not even happy himself. We must bring in an ex. What you doing, Paige?
My bad. Press the wrong
Yeah,
button.
we must bring in an ex Chelsea manager. Terry and Thiago would have been worth a shot. Okay. Let me go to Paige. Paige, you ready now?
Yeah, go for it. I've just switched my laptop.
All right. If you're ready, I'll come back in a second. Scarlett, do you think that Bruno what his name, Salter or whatever his name is he going to do anything different from what Graham Potter did as a guy learning from Potter?
I mean, you're playing Liverpool next at home, and I mean, good thing for you guys is that they are equally crap as what you are playing out. So I don't know, man. I mean, I've never heard about this person before today, so I can't really comment on him. But what I'll say is that you can have that one match bounce which Tottenham had with the manager who left is staying behind after Conte. I mean, I don't know what his name is, but he won, I think, 2 games when Conte was, had his operation, and he won 2 games with them. So maybe you can, have that initial burst just because Potter is gone. But again, man, I don't see like how your Chelsea you players are going to play for this guy. I mean, they for maybe 1 or 2 games, but again, then you are playing Real Madrid in the Champions League, and
Yeah.
against Carlo Ancelotti. So I think you need to appoint someone. Otherwise, you could just slip way down the table. So, I mean, I, I have no opinion on this person, man. I watched his press conference for the sake of it, and I was left very uninspired.
All right. So stop. Say, why are you calling him Harry Potter? Be a bit more respectful. Yeah, that's what they call him, Harry Potter. What's wrong if I call him Harry Potter? Doesn't mean I'm disrespecting him. His name is Graham Potter. If I call him Harry Potter, doesn't mean I'm disrespecting him. Stuff. I don't know what you're trying to get into, stuff. I'm not running here to try and get into beef. I call him Harry Potter because he was not performing, and everybody called him Harry Potter. And what's wrong if I call him Harry Potter? What is wrong? I'm not. Doesn't mean I'm disrespecting him. It doesn't mean I'm disrespecting him. Stuff. I don't know what you're driving at. Paige, drop your 2 cents, Paige.
Huh?
Paige, what's that noise? That's why I muted the
Just
microphone.
ignore it. It's just the fan.
Do you ever? I don't know. What's that?
Oh, sorry. I don't know how else I can play right now. My phone's dead. Sorry.
It sounds like I don't know, something like a
It's
grinder.
a fan.
It's a fan.
Sorry.
All right, go ahead.
What are we up to?
Yeah. Give us a highlight on the women's game so far. I mean, the Champions League. We didn't get you in the Champions League game, and also we did not get you here yesterday. So, and I wasn't here. So.
Yesterday was Sunday.
Yeah.
Well, I thought you didn't play aired on Sunday. Right. Anyway, so Chelsea women's. Unlike obviously the Chelsea men's, Chelsea women's were successful in their game against Villa. 3-0 win. Emma found a good setup.
Go ahead.
The washing machine. Sorry, my bad, guys. If it is really bad, just let me know, and I might just have to go. At the minute, it's kind of. So obviously it's 3-0. 3-0 win against Villa. Obviously, Emma clearly found a setup which worked. We had a different goalkeeper. We had a different mix of players on the pitch. Luckily, we had 14 shots on target. 14 shots, 7 on target. Sorry. And obviously we had 3 really good goals. If you do get a moment, I recommend you watch the highlights. We were just able to just dominate Villa's defence and get some absolutely smashing goals. It's a really good smash from the wins. Obviously, with this, what's this going to benefit? Well, we are boosting the title now. I think we are now back second from what I saw. So we are now back second. We've still got a game in hand. So Chelsea wins could still win the league. So we'll have to see, really.
The sound was the noise coming is going above your voice, so we can barely even hear you.
I'm on my AirPods, so you shouldn't really hear it. It's not my laptop.
I'm not sure if Steven, you guys having the same problem.
You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear it quite a bit, but I can also hear what she's
Scholar,
saying.
can you hear Paige very well? I want to know if it's not just me.
Anyway,
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit faint. There's some background noise coming from her side, I guess.
Okay.
I can still make out what she was saying.
Yeah. All right, so Stav said that put blame on the owners. Okay, that's coming from Patrick. Mr. Patrick said that I can't believe some people are feeling sorry for Potter. Yes, I can't believe either. Big up to you, Benza. Big up to you. I hope you're doing very well. It's been a while since I saw you on the platform. Up the Chelsea said I can't believe some people are feeling feeling sorry for Potter. People don't have to feel sorry for Potter. This man is walking away with 10 million. He has really positioned the lifestyle of his children already. His children are not going to be hungry. For the rest of they're not going to see poverty for the rest of their life. 10 million away for working for only 7 months. 7 months alone in a job, and you make 10 million away.
You won't get
besides
all of that,
what you already make. Besides what you've already made, you're gonna take 10 million away. What was that, Steven? He's taking more than that.
No, I doubt he'll get that. Because from the way the statement was worded, it sounded like mutual consent, which means it actually be less. Because that normally means they've come to an agreement on what it'll be.
Herbert, is that what it means? If mutual agreement doesn't mean that what you're entitled for becomes less or more.
I mean, isn't it like his contract worth like 60 million? I think that's what you have given him.
Yeah, but
so
we're not paying all of it anyway.
Yeah, I don't think you're paying all of that. Yeah, there will be some compromise, but I think it will be more than 10 million, the severance pay. I can't see it being just for this season because obviously you give him like 4 or 5 years. So I think there would have been some compromise, on that amount. But yeah, I think he'll be walking a very rich man, and I don't understand why you should be feeling sorry for him. He's a replaceable employee of your club. So I mean, unless you're like in a Potter fan club or you have some emotional attachment to him, maybe in that way. But you are in the second half of the table. I mean, that's on Potter. So if I have to go to the Google, I have to scroll down Chelsea to see where you guys are. You spent 600 million, so no way you should be feeling sorry for this guy.
Yeah.
Oh, great! Neville's back with the term football manager again. Here we go.
All right, Benza said, "Hi, my brother. Nice to see you again. It's my year. I think I'm very, very angry that Potter is flopping at Chelsea. Now Julian Nagelsmann has to fix the 11 players to 4th place at least. Okay, that is coming from Benza. Thank you very much, Benza, for tuning in again. And also we have Georgie said F Potter. That is coming from Georgie. Big ups, Patrick. Coming from Georgie. Big up, George. All right. Maybe we should hire Emmy Hayes as main coach. I mean, Emmy Hayes.
We can't anyway. So good luck with that because we can't.
Yeah, she's in charge of the men's job. I mean, the women's job at this moment. And now she's doing well for the women. So just keep her there. She's struggling a little bit herself with a lot of injuries. But she's elite at the moment. Yeah, she's way better than Graham Potter or Harry Potter. Yeah, that's coming from Benz. I hope you're doing well. Says okay, Snoopy G. Big up to you, Snoopy G, bro. Hope you do well. Hope you are doing very well. Who's your source, Stav? That's the question. Stav, if you have your source, just drop your. So if it's Sky Sports, I don't have nothing to say. You just have to get the answers from people that also listen to Sky Sports. Coming from Dillian. Dillian said, should have given him a little longer. I feel sorry for Potter. I like him. You don't have to
We
feel.
had no
Potter
choice,
was
man.
there for 7 months, bro. Potter was there for 7 months. Potter was there for 7 months and did not do anything different. The consistency wasn't there. He kept going up and down, up and down. Ryan will even tell you. Phantom of many topics. Project manager wins Carabao Cup, coming from
Yeah,
Phantom
I
of
think
many
that's what
topic.
he won a Carabao Cup in his first season. I mean, I don't know what you're making out to what that comment was. I mean, I think he's saying that to me because I mentioned that Chelsea don't really employ project managers. So I mean that's my answer. I mean, he won a cup first time in 6 years for United in his first season, and we're still in all
Yeah,
competitions. So I think Ten Hag is doing reasonably well, or probably overachieving.
yeah. Samurai said Mount contract talks that is coming from us. I think they should get this Mount thing out of the way. Mount was ready in the Villa game. He was blocked. He was blacklisted from the squad. Yeah, they didn't use him. They didn't use him. He even came out to applaud after the loss. I love Mount. I love Mount. Although he's not playing, but he's still acting professionally. He's not coming out on social media and putting stuff out there. I haven't seen anything of that source from Mason Mount. So yeah, I like the boy. Oh yeah, I was at the game coming from it. Yeah, yeah, right. Big up to you, Mr. Ryan Plays. He was at the game. I think I would like people that goes to the game, not just people that goes to the game, people that really support the club. How was he blacklisted, Patrick? He was on the sub bench, coming from staff. Staff. We actually, who is your source? Is that Sky Sports? And don't see a single minute coming from Mr. Patrick. Yeah, hate on Mount is unreal, coming from staff. Oh, that's coming from Georgie. Sorry, it's not staff. Egboli control the team. Todd and Egboli controls the team at this moment. I'm not sure they do. Mount walk on the pitch and clap to the crowd that is coming from our staff over here. Mount walk on the pitch. How much more do I have to read? Bro, you were behind the comments. Just drop down the latest. Okay. Yeah, I know I'm behind because I have a OG came
Oh,
on.
you're
OG
not
have
that
to
far
stay on for
behind, I
just
don't think.
OG was on, and OG has to be leaving for 30 minutes, so I have to let him say whatever he have to say, so I don't miss enough from him. Why did Potter not bring him on? That is coming from Patrick. Connor, okay. Connor said Matt Law just posted saying John Terry would be interested in having a role under a new manager at the club. I thought John Terry said he's not interested at the
Yeah,
moment.
he's not.
I'm merely
He
saying
doesn't want to be a manager, is what it was. They're the same. That's the same quotes that came out earlier that I put in the group chat. That
okay.
he would take a role within the first team staff, but he is basically done with management now. So
All right, so this is coming from staff. Said I'm merely saying that Suvas Kyle, whatever his name is non on is a known unreliable source. I don't claim I know everything. Yeah, I don't say I don't know why he even brought that up from Sky Sports, because I haven't taken any news from Sky Sports at all. I don't know. Because the only thing that I brought up coming from Sky Sports was the statistics. And statistics is the same statistics everywhere. I didn't bring any other news from Sky Sports. So if you listen to what I said, I just brought the number of games that Potter has played so far under Chelsea, the number of win, number of draws, defeat, goals, goals scored, goals conceded, and then games failed to score. And those statistics, you can find them everywhere. So I'm not quoting anyone. I did not even mention anyone's name. So I'm not so sure what you're saying, stuff. All right,
me.
how many can he bring on? Come on, yes, Steven, go ahead.
So apparently Neville said the ownership doesn't look right, doesn't feel right. He used the phrase football manager again. He also said it wouldn't be a surprise if Chelsea went on to win the Champions League, and then the person put a video. And then he said that Neville why is it done that? He also said so then the person who'd posted it put Neville already lost when he just said getting rid of Marina wasn't planned. Carragher apparently said that sacking Potter was the first right thing that Bowley's done at Chelsea. I mean, I would argue getting the level players we got in, given that we were 10th place, isn't good, then I don't know what is. I will say that. Because to get someone like Enzo when you're 10th place is ridiculous. I will say that.
Herbert, any more points you want to drop on? You can go ahead.
Uh, I mean, just about the John Terry one. I think Zavan mentioned he would like to be working under or probably take a role under the new manager. I mean, I'll be honest. Like John Terry, the last time he was under a manager, he was sacked with Dean Smith and for Aston Villa. So I think this is entitlement. Just because I'm a Chelsea legend, I should be getting a coaching role. What if Nagelsmann comes in and he says, "I don't want John Terry. I don't want him, and because he doesn't know my ways." The assistant manager's job is to implement what the first team coach wants in the training field, and obviously Terry is not going to be aware of that. That's what happened with us. We had Michael Carrick. He's doing very good at Middlesbrough right now, but he was completely clueless and oblivious to the fact what Ragnick wanted, because Ragnick wanted to play a style of football which Carrick wasn't aware of it, and eventually Ragnick was let go. So I don't know what John Terry thinks. When he's obviously a legend at Chelsea and probably one of the best defenders, but as a coach, he has no right to be demanding that job. What's his qualification? Just because he had some experience with Aston Villa doesn't mean he's good. Obviously the new manager will want to bring his own staff. So I don't see why you should be employing him. There are other more experienced person in that particular role. So I just wanted to add that.
All right. Steve, you want to take some of these comments for me? Let me check something out here.
Let's see where we're.
I'm here. I'm here. Staff comments.
Di Matteo is just in the picture with John Terry. Nobody said he's involved in any way. George said Di Matteo be re-welcomed with open arms. Phantom, I welcome back any ex-Chelsea manager back except Potter. Danny, Harry Potter would have done a better job, to be honest. Phantom Page has a washing machine. That's a random thing to say, but is what it is. Stav said, George, why did Di Matteo get sacked? The players knew it was their last chance. Phantom, new manager bounce starts against Liverpool. Wilson said, finally, Potter is out. I'm happy. Phantom says, Patrick, legend and monster, is
Wilson
inventor
Martinez.
of term proper Chelsea. And then he corrected the spelling of it. I know who he's on about.
Is it from Wilson?
Huh?
Oh, that's
no,
the next
no.
one you're about to read. Okay.
No, I read that.
Well, where are you at this moment?
I'm at Danny talk about Nagelsmann. I know United was linked with him.
Oh, okay. Then we have this is coming from Lord. Big up to you, Lord. Yeah. And then also Paige also dropped here. She said that she's having a lot. Let me read this one. Potter is gone. Hooray. Staff, I'm calling you. Okay, that's directly to staff. Okay, sorry guys, I'm having a technical difficulties. I need to deal with some personal stuff. Enjoy the live stream. Yes, thank you very much, Paige. Really appreciate your comment. I think the noise that was coming in wasn't helping. We could not hear your voice over the noise. So yep, she'll sort that out, guys. She'll sort that out later, and then some other streams she'll be here back again with more news for us. Danny Boy, big up to you, Danny Boy. Says Paige us. Okay, you are digging a hole to Stamford Bridge. Come for Danny Boy. I have much respect for Ten Hag. Would make Ziyech better. That is, I know the fact that he's worked with him before doesn't mean he can make Ziyech better. No one cares if Mount claps or what Is it PR merchant? All right. Even if we make the right chances, I mean changes, we
Changes.
would, yeah, we will still lose. That is coming from a Lord. Lord, why do you think even if we make the right changes, we're still gonna lose? Phantom said, Lord V, Uncle Georging Club will make Mason Mount better. Big up to you, George G. And also, if Mount gets any better, he will be at Real Madrid, not the is it the diapers?
Dippers.
Hopefully, yeah, dippers. Hopefully, we'll sign
He
for
resigns.
a resign for us. I will be happy to have Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He took Man United to second place, coming from Phantom a minute
Why
topic.
would you want to get rid of Marco Silva though?
I don't know. Blue Blood said Phantom Ole
Apparently,
Gunnar
so
Solskjaer
well,
would do a good job at Fulham, but why sack your current manager? The last one here is Danny Boy. Danny Boy said Nagelsmann to Chelsea. Let's discuss rate him as a top coach. We'll talk about
He
that. Nagelsmann.
apparently he's going to get 13 million compensation for getting sacked. Only 13 million.
Okay. All right, guys, we just have I think about 10 more minutes to Herbert. Let me go to Herbert. What happened? Herbert? What happened to you guys? What happened to you guys game, Herbert, against Newcastle United? Did you guys see it coming? 2-0. Ten Hag.
I mean, look, whenever I see McTominay in the midfield, I see a lot of things coming. So that's the first thing. Whenever I see McTominay or Maguire, or you can even add, an and between them, either both of them or one of them, I automatically think that we are not going to win the game. We might not lose it, but we are not definitely not going to win it. And that's what happened. But I think yesterday was the first game which, the United fan base can unanimously agree that it was on Ten Hag because his substitutions, his playing 11, his in-game management, all three factors, he was below par. I mean, we were 1-0 down, and it was like 10 minutes left, and he took off both of our centre backs. Anyways, Newcastle were dominating us in the air because of their height, and he takes off a 6'4" Baran and Martinez, who is decent in the air. And he brings on Lindelof and pushes Luke Shaw to left centre back. And then we concede a set piece, and Callum Wilson scores through a header. So, I think yesterday, Ten Hag kind of bottled it. That was probably his worst managerial performance, since his coming, since he came. So I think, those were the couple of factors. And obviously, Casemiro not being there. When Casemiro does not play, I think United are, 95% of the United team is like, unrecognizable. So, those are the couple of things.
All right, tell Steven take over. Give me a minute, Steven.
Huh?
I told you to take over, I think.
Okay. Phantom said United stock down 2.5% today on stock exchange. Yeah. It's got to be interesting though what happens with the ownership because I think the next deadline's this week, right?
They have not issued any kind of deadline. I think the bids have gone like 2 weeks ago, and there haven't been any communication. So there was an update that like they said that while the sales stuff is going on, the business will not be hampered. So contracts and paying wages and all that stuff that's going to.
Yeah.
I mean, we have to pay. By the way, we have to pay like 250 million by the end of next month to the American bank as debt.
How
So,
much? 250
200
million
million, yeah, 200 million.
to Rain.
Not to Rain, to the American bank.
Oh.
There is one bank,
Oh,
yeah,
to
Bank of
actual
America,
bank.
something like that. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant to Rain Group for taking charge of this whole thing.
No.
I was
So
going to say
any
well
more?
done to your ownership for messing it up again.
All right, sorry about that. Herbert, any more updates on the takeover? Nothing new.
No, there is no update. I was just mentioning, like the bids, which was the last second round, like they went in 2 weeks ago. and they have not, given any update to the potential owners. So, I mean, I guess the wait goes on.
Okay. Steven, any update, any more news to add it? Else we'll be done here for today. We're done for the day.
No, not really.
Nothing, All right. I'm sure Herbert is not going to come back because we're pretty much done for the day. Well, I really thank everyone that have been here today. Steven will say just don't forget to like the video and also subscribe if you haven't.
Mhm.
And also thank everyone that has been here. Blue Blood, much love to you. Staff, I appreciate your time with us here. Phantom of Minute topic, as usual. Blue Blood, Phantom said blue I sold for 22 cents profit. That is coming from Phantom of Minute topic. Alice was fuming. And also Blue Blood said, I heard you sold your share and the price has collapsed, coming from Blue Blood. Man United stock down 20.5%
Yeah, I
today
read that one.
on Stock Exchange. Yeah. Nagelsmann to Chelsea. Let's discuss. Rate him. Okay, I've done that one. That's coming from Danny Boy. Big up to everyone that has made this possible. Big up to our lady of the show, Paige. I hope you're doing very well. And also, what else? Wilson Martinez, another big brother that tunes in all the time. And also, Phantom of Minute topic. Thank you. Who else? Patrick. Yeah, Patrick. Also, you guys have a good night. We'll see you guys again. George G, Snoopy G, everyone. We'll see you guys again tonight. Leo Desperandos, like I always say, hang on to hope. We see you. And one more message. Somebody drop another message in. Stop said, Lord Vipper Nation, let's meet at Stamford Bridge. Then you can tell me out. You can call me out. Ask Phantom for direction. He has he has been there. All right. We'll see you guys again, guys. Bye-bye. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blue Clouds TV.